I had been a slave for as long as I could remember. I was born a slave. And then somehow, somewhere, I picked up this spirit that knew things. Words would come out of my mouth telling someone's future or their secret past. And I was always correct. Well, the spirit was always correct. My owners made a good living off of me. People wanted their future told or their hidden past not to be spread around. And then came Paul and Silas. I didn't know their names at the time, but the Spirit must have. As soon as I saw those two men, words came out of my mouth, but not my mind. These men are servants of the Most High God who proclaim to you the way of salvation. The Spirit wouldn't let me leave them alone, for the Spirit wouldn't leave me alone. Against my will, I followed those two men all over town, saying, "These men are servants of the Most High God, who proclaim to you the way of salvation." I couldn't stop following them if I wanted to. And I wasn't sure I even wanted to. Even as I said the words, my mind wondered, what Most High God? And what was that way of salvation? Was it a way of freedom? After many days, I could tell that the one called Paul was really getting annoyed with me. But I couldn't help it. One day, he whipped around and looked at me, and I could tell that he had had enough. I was afraid of what he was about to do. He spoke to the spirit within me. "I command you in the name of Jesus Christ to come out of her." And just like that, I was free. Free of the ever-present clairvoyant spirit. And I was about to be doubly free. As soon as my owners discovered I could no longer tell the future or hidden past, they freed me. "Go get someone else to feed you, worthless girl," they said. "You're not worth the food." As soon as I was free of my former masters, I had but one mission. I had to find out about this Jesus, whose very name had freed me. I walked all over Philippi looking for Paul and Silas, only to find out that freeing me had led to their own imprisonment. Giving me my freedom had caused them to lose theirs. After days of searching for answers, I found Lydia. She told me that she too had been set free with the name of Christ. "You were a slave?" I asked, finding it hard to believe that such an elegant woman, clothed in expensive purple, could have ever been a slave. "A slave to my business, a slave to earning my salvation, but Jesus set me free. Paul told me all about him." I joined Lydia's group of Christians, and soon the jailer joined us, the one Paul and Silas preached to in prison. And I found more freedom. The freedom of fellowship, the freedom of being accepted. But most important, the true freedom that came only through Christ.